bad feeling about this.
What's wrong, Godzilla?
Well, I have an interview tonight, and, well, let's just say it's with Box News.
What's wrong with Box News?
They're the best news source in all the world, and I just don't know where to start. I really don't. Like, what do I say? What do I do? What do I, well, do?
Well, why don't you just be yourself? You don't have to be someone else you aren't. Like, you don't have to put on some sort of accent.
You're right. It's just, I don't want this interview to go bad or anything. It's just, I just hope this interview with Box News goes great.
Yeah, you'll do fine, Godzilla. Relax.
Yeah, you're right.
Breaking news! Scientists have recently discovered a new type of Regenerator G1 cell. It's called Regenerator G2 cell? But in other news, a new interview with Godzilla, King of the Monsters, famed actor and famed movie star. Well, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, thank you for joining us today on Box News.
It's just Godzilla. You don't have to actually, like, call me Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Alright, King of the Monsters.
No, it's just Godzilla.
Okay, Zilla.
Okay, now you're just poking fun at me.
Gojira?
Come on, that's my grandfather's name.
Manila.
I will backhand this guy.
Gigantus?
I'm not even gonna respond to that. But come on. Just say me by my real name.
Godzilla.
There you go.
Anyways, yes, so we'd love to get this interview started. So I have a few questions here. First of all, how do you feel about your longevity so far? You know, you've starred in over 30 movies. That's a lot of movies. How do you feel about that?
Well, certainly not easy, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of things that go into making a movie like mine. Usually when I'm brought on set, they'll ask me to kind of morph my design, and then CGI artists will come and like put some special effects. You know, everything is like all practical, but there's like a lot of CG elements that go with it. For example, there's this one scene I remember in one of my old movies where they asked me to like kangaroo kick Kong over, and I couldn't actually do that. So they brought in some puppets and like toys and stuff, figurines, and did like a little stop motion thing. That was really cool though. And I really gotta hand it to my acting assistant Haru Nakajima. He was really good at doing that. Sadly, he passed away several years ago, which I absolutely miss him. But let me just tell you, he would be really proud to see where I am now.
Huh. You know what? I'm really sure he would be happy to see where you are right now, Godzilla. About your upcoming movie with Kong, how do you personally feel about you two finally getting the spotlight together?
Well, as if our series wasn't already filled with so much King Kong and Godzilla crap, I'll definitely say this. This whole thing is going to be amazing. I'm excited to have my rematch with him. And let me just tell you, I'm going to wipe the floor with him, even if that's the last thing I do.
Awesome. So, like, when you're fighting another monster, is that all acted? Or is that part actually you two fighting, but they just film the fight?
Well, it either can go both ways. One part, like King Ghidorah, it's exactly that, just acting. In reality, me and Ghidorah nowadays are perfectly cool with each other despite the fact we were enemies at one point. And when I was fighting with Kong, that was 100% real because we hate each other's guts. And let me tell you, things still haven't been cool with me and him since, although in recent years we have in fact made up, so yeah.
Ah, you know what? That's amazing. And I'm glad you two have made up. Although your guys' rematch is going to be really different, huh?
Yep, we're gonna have to act that out this time. Although, Kong, you're watching this, you ain't got nothing on me. Remember that quote.
Why do I feel like that's probably used for him against somewhere else?
Oh no, don't care.
When you're preparing to act in a movie, what are usually some tips that you remember to tell yourself?
Well, I've learned a lot of tips over the years, but one of the biggest tips I've learned was from my father, whom has watched me act in so many movies over the years. He's noticed one thing and one thing only. Go up on stage or set and act like yourself. Because guess what? There's nothing better than a giant reptilian like creature such as myself destroying Tokyo, or San Francisco, or New York City, or Boston, or whatever the heck I'm gonna be fighting next. Because I will just say this right now. I better be fighting in some sort of neon city. There you go. There you go, Adam Wingard. You hear me?
I'm glad he'll be here. You'll be there to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And one more thing, Godzilla. When it comes to your merch,
My merch?
yeah, your merch. What kind of merch do you really like?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really seen much merch of mine, actually.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
You're such a hot global phenomenon in pop culture and film history, and yet you've never seen a single merch piece of yourself?
Nope.
Well, here we have a Godzilla keychain.
What the crap?
I know, right? That's exactly my reaction. You actually mean it in the same way, right?
Well, what did you mean?
I was amazed by it. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is cute, but what is this?
Well, somebody does not like this merch. I'm gotta back off.
This is what they make me out to be? I'm supposed to be humble, I get that, but this is how I look in merch?
Yeah, who can resist the little guy? Come here, little guy. Who's a good little Godzilla?
Hey, I get to keep this, right?
I mean, it's yourself, so if you want it, I mean, sure. We have spares, right? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Alright, good. I'm taking this home. Thanks.
Well, I guess that was our interview with Godzilla. That didn't really last long, but hey, that was an interview. So, thank you guys for watching this episode of Box News. We'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.
Wow, that was a really good interview.
That was the interview? Seriously? Get outside more, Godzilla. Go to church. Worship Jesus. Do something. Especially you. Worship Jesus.